Yo, what it is, what it ain't, peoples. It's the Primo Suprimo podcast with your host, myself, Chris Menendez, and the young and beautiful Jeff Long.
What's good, people?
So, yeah, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? How's it been?
I'm doing good, dude. We just saw two very good things. The newest episode of The Mandalorian and that new show, The Movies That Made Us.
Yeah, that shit is pretty good. That is an awesome series. I guess they're branching off from the toys that made us, and now they're talking about the movies that made us. The three first movies that they have on the show are Ghostbusters, Dirty Dancing, Home Alone, and Die Hard. Which I guess it's pretty fitting, Die Hard and Home Alone, because I guess we're in December. And it's Christmas time.
Christmas movies, yeah.
Hell yeah, this is one of the best times of the year, honestly, in my opinion. Christmas, to me, I'm not a very religious person, but I just like how everything just feels to a degree, even from when I was a kid. Because as a kid, I had some of the best Christmases ever. Because I was the youngest on my mom's side of the family until Jeffrey was born. And it was crazy. Like every Christmas, it was just a big ass get-togethers, a whole bunch of gifts under the tree. During the parties, me and my friends would be running around the neighborhood, and it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope times, man. And as you get older, the gifts, you don't get as many gifts, obviously, but you grow into, liking everything else about Christmas. Like decorating and all the fucking food that there's around. Unlike this Thanksgiving where we had lack of pie. Jeff, we had lack of pie.
Yeah, we had to go on our own little pie mission after the family gathering because they made their little sweet potato thing. It was great. It was excellent as always, but they forgot the pie, man. We need at least pumpkin or a pecan. At least one.
That night, myself, Jeff, and Tommy went all the way up to where was it, Hialeah Gardens?
Something like that.
Yeah, Hialeah Gardens to the Walmart up there. And we got pumpkin pie and the pecan bites. It wasn't even a fucking pecan pie. It was a pecan bites.
Yeah, it wasn't the same, but...
Yeah. But for Christmas this year, you better goddamn believe we're going to have pecan pies and pumpkin pies for that dinner. I'm playing around with the Christmas side this year. You should see my house. Everyone listening, shit looks like a Buddhist Christmas.
Yeah, it's weird. It really does.
There's fucking Ganesha and everything on statues with like Christmas hats on them. It's great. Really, really awesome. Yeah, Jeff, what do you remember from Christmas like when you were younger? Like, what was your favorite part? Or is Christmas even like one of your favorite parts?
Well, I like it because the decorations outside, they decorate the communities, the neighborhoods, the stores. So, and it's nighttime earlier, it's colder. That's just stuff that we really don't get to see every day down here. There's still no snow. And cold, when I say cold, I mean like 65. But still, that's what I like. As far as gifts, yeah, but honestly, I really don't remember, getting consoles, obviously, every Christmas whenever the new console would be out.
Yeah, I remember when you got your first consoles, an N64, and I kept asking, why the hell does he get an N64? He's only 2 years old.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I guess I was spoiled. I was spoiled baby.
Nah, fuck that. We were both spoiled, honestly. I used to get that same year that he got that gift, I think that was around the same time episode 1 came out, and I had gotten the entire fucking, first wave of figures.
Yeah.
But what were you saying? Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just, the GameCube, the N64, the PS2, the Xbox 360, the Wii, the PS4, Xbox, all this stuff. But yeah, once you get older, stuff you want for Christmas is like, hey, pay my insurance. Or give me some socks. When you're a kid, someone give you clothes for Christmas, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? but now that's what you want. It's that's what I find weird.
Hell yeah, man! Getting a nice pair of Nike socks,
Yeah.
like a 6 pack of Nike socks. What? Thank you.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you're like, what the hell is this?
No, of course, when you're a kid, you want the toys and you want video games and shit like that. But as an adult, yo, give me an ugly sweater for next year.
Pretty much.
Fuck that. Give me that. What, you got me some soap? Oh, it smells like lavender. No problem. But yeah, man. I guess
Yeah.
people that I guess the only time you actually get spoiled how when you were a kid is just like you're in a relationship and people give you like your partner gives you something that you really like and you just give them something they really like and it's sometimes from their childhood or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if like both of you are like nerds or something, then that's it. I think nerds are the easiest people to buy shit for.
Yeah.
Especially ones that are like really into pop culture and aren't those niche, those posh nerds. That's like, oh, I only read these indie comics.
Yeah.
Or I like this really rare French comic that's only been translated twice.
Right.
Some ridiculous shit like that. But if you like Batman and the Spider-Mans as an adult, those are the easiest people to fucking, get a gift for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Very true.
Yeah, man.
Very
Anytime we've done Secret Santa here in our fam, I'm always hoping for either you or Juanpi. It's the easiest two people to fucking shop for because everyone else just gets a gift card.
Yeah, a gift card or if they ask for something specific.
Yeah. But
yeah, we forgot to do that this year.
Nah, yeah,
The exchange.
Well, I don't know, man, because I already got my mom something, and I don't know what else. Who else I'm gonna guess? I think I'm gonna most likely get David something.
Yeah.
But I'm broke, so sorry. No, not nothing. Not many gifts coming from my end.
Especially now. Well, the Secret Santa was made so we won't have to buy a gift for everybody.
Exactly. Well, there's still time. It's only the first.
Yeah.
The next get
We
together.
usually do that Thanksgiving Day.
Oh shit!
We usually spread the names. Like we pick the names from the jar.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure my mom. Well, you know how every Thursday my mom has like those little get-togethers. Your mom, I'm sure, will stay, and then like Mia can come, and your sister gets back what, Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, and we can wait for your sister.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's crazy how Christmas, for example, has like different meanings everywhere. Like I've never met black people that's like celebrate Kwanzaa, like which is like I guess the Christmas equivalent in Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
In second grade, check this out. In second grade, this is fucking crazy. In second grade, they had the Christmas little pageants, and ours that year was like Christmas around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And my class ended up getting Kwanzaa.
How was that?
It was the craziest thing I've ever, that I can possibly imagine putting a bunch of little Hispanic kids to do. Like my teacher was Miss Teal, who was this black lady. And she was all for it. And it was crazy because it's kind of like almost like Hanukkah. Because you have to like put a little candle in something that looks like a menorah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But imagine like a bunch of second grade Hispanic kids dressed in dashikis. And like African garb.
That's awesome.
Right? And them going up to this little like, this little menorah and saying something. I don't remember what exactly it was that I said, but putting it up on there and just letting the next kid go up. And then every country would go around doing the same thing.
Yeah, I've always liked dashikis. I've always liked how they look.
Hell yeah. But what's crazy is that, Catholicism is and Christianity is such two the largest religions around the world. Most of every country was doing fucking Christmas.
Yeah, of course. And honestly,
like literally like Christmas, like Jesus Christmas. Not, like we did Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Like, do Buddhists celebrate some type of Christmas?
I have no clue.
Jewish people, we obviously know practically everything about
Yeah.
their version of Christmas with Hanukkah and what's the one that's more important?
Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur. Yeah. But no, and I don't know what Buddhists do or what the hell does everybody else do? What do Muslims
I
do
know.
for Christmas?
Yeah, I don't even know what they have.
I don't
Every
know.
day is Christmas.
Right. Every day's Christmas, apparently. No. Excuse me. Yeah, Christmas, man, it's real crazy. You know what I've actually come to liking? A one side of Christmas that never really gets spoken apart
What?
about? The dark side of Christmas.
Which is?
Like Krampus. Like that
Oh,
demon that
yeah,
comes
yeah.
and steals children. I heard that the Krampus was actually like a helper of Santa Claus. That was just the one that would put the kids on the naughty list. And I guess it just became like this huge Lucifer-esque
Yeah, pretty much.
demon caricature.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I've actually come to really appreciate that. That's actually a really cool side. Because, you always hear the great little stories of Christmas and, the tale of Christmas past and present and future and, Home Alone. And Santa Claus and the reindeers and all that. But you don't ever hear some, like, truly horrific shit. Because that's
Gremlins, though. Gremlins had a pretty horrific.
Gremlins was a Christmas movie?
I think it was, man. But she tells a story about her dad in the chimney. Like he falls down and gets killed in his own chimney and shit.
What?
You don't remember that part in Gremlins? And she's like, "Oh, that's when I found out that Santa Claus was real."
That's actually pretty fucking funny. I'm not even gonna lie.
I picture a Family Guy fall off the chimney, just.
Yeah, exactly. This whole month, I'm gonna be watching something Christmas related, like something Christmas themed. I'll most likely watch The Grinch. Obviously, today we're gonna watch Home Alone. I'm probably gonna watch a couple of the episodes of The Office that are Christmas themed. There's only one It's Sunny episode that deals with Christmas, which was actually a movie
Oh yeah.
where they say fuck.
That's true. That's true.
They never aired it on FX. I think it was straight to like DVD or something. But yeah, hopefully you get some Simpsons in there.
Oh yeah, The Simpsons. I'm sure they got like 40 Christmas episodes.
Would you be willing to watch a South Park one?
I have really bad expectations for South Park. Is it an older episode?
Yeah, it'd most likely be the older episodes.
Yeah, because I do not want to watch anything recent from South Park.
Yeah, like now it feels like it's just super, like they're trying too hard
Oh yeah.
to be, controversial. And it's just like, yeah, like I guess whatever, keep doing your thing, but it gets tiring after a while. Like not tiring in the sense of that you get offended, but it's just the jokes just don't land as good as they used to.
Of course. And they're not as fast as the internet, I'd say. So their shit's kind of behind.
But aren't they like don't they make their shit like week to week?
Yeah, but still, week to week is still behind the internet.
Oh, okay, yeah, behind the internet.
Like, and their sense of humor is just old. I don't know.
It's Gen X. Are you
Yeah.
are you aging? What's the fucking word?
I was trying to save the OK Boomer shit, but yeah, fuck OK Boomer. Like,
You ageist.
nah, but like
I'm kidding.
I still find like The Simpsons funny and Family Guy funny. It's just I don't know. South Park has always been super try hard, but now it's way more apparent that they're older and
Yeah.
that's just how I see it.
Mm-hmm. I am, but I love my birthday is this month also, which is the least interesting part of December.
Yeah.
As you get older, your birthday is just like unless you're rich, which then you can just throw like a big ass VIP club party or some bullshit like that. But I don't make that much money, and my friends aren't rich, so it happens. But yeah, Christmas. I just love that, man. And then you have the 31st that leads into the new year.
Yeah, New Year's, yeah.
And that's it, man. First 20 years of the 2000s is over.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
pretty big
crazy.
news.
That's pretty fucking crazy, man. When this millennium started, I was 13 years old.
Shit, bro.
Right? Super fucking nuts, man. Super fucking nuts. I remember that after 2010, ESPN released the first 10 years in sports,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like one of the most heartwarming fucking like collage videos that you could see.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
It was
about.
dope. It was super super dope. But I wonder what the next 20 fucking years have for fucking us. Anyways, beyond that, man, uh, we saw The Irishman.
I have
I
a question. Just has anybody listening? Did any of you watch the movie in one go? And if you did you get an achievement from that? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how it's possible.
Did fucking Netflix call you and ask you, did you really watch it? Cause I couldn't watch that movie in one sitting. To sit there in the middle of the night, like yo, you'd have to really start that movie early
Yeah, pretty much.
to be able to like finish it and then just chill and talk about it. Yeah, you can't go watch. Whoever went to go watch that movie at midnight nearly got out at 4 in the fucking morning.
Oh yeah.
There's no, yeah. I hope that movie theaters played that movie twice. Because you can't play that movie 4 times a day. There's no way.
Yeah, bro. And I wonder how many theaters have it. I don't know if it's many. But I feel like that would be the better way to watch the movie. Although I will say you could tell it's like shot for Netflix because it didn't really have the cinematic. I don't know. There's a cinematic look and a TV look. It still kind of had that Netflix look to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know if it's just me.
And look, when I first started watching it, I wasn't liking the movie because of the CGI.
Super terrible.
As the movie progressed and they started going away from the CGI, I eventually warmed up to it and I personally liked it. Jeff, your take?
Yeah, the CG was there for a while. I thought it was gonna be a pretty brief thing, but no, it was there through a lot of the movie, and it would look like it was just straight up superimposed. Joe Pesci's head would be floating on it, like it looked like it was floating over his head. Like it did not look like it was attached to that body.
Man. There were scenes there that I saw that, and I was just like, wow. Like you'd look at it, and you know, how do you not expect me to react? Like you're looking at it and you're just like, wow, that looks bad. Like he looks like they look like you said they look like characters in a video game. There's 2 scenes in particular that I'm speaking about, which was one where early in the film where Robert De Niro's driving a truck when he was still driving trucks.
Yeah,
And the camera's just on him inside the cabin of the truck. It doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good. In my eyes, it didn't look good. And then when he's a soldier, and he's doing that. It's the scene where he is the soldier,
yeah.
and he has these 2 German guys. They're digging their own grave, and you see him. And honestly, from his face, everything, like his shoulders down, his arms, like the whole figure looked fake.
Yeah, of course, bro. And the body just didn't look like young Robert De Niro. Like I've seen young Robert De Niro. He did just the shape of his head didn't even look like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But as an overall thing, like I ended up liking it. I looked beyond the CGI, and I try to just keep with it. I ended up finding it good. It's a fucking depressing movie. By the time you finish it, it's super depressing. But Martin Scorsese said that apparently that's cinematography or cinema or whatever. So that is what cinema is according to, not Marvel movies, but that.
Yeah.
3.5 hour long movies that still use the same technology that the Marvel movies used.
Way worse, by the way.
Yeah, way worse.
Because Michael Douglas looked way more convincing than these guys.
Yeah. Same thing goes for Michelle Pfeiffer and
Kurt Russell.
Larry
Fishburne.
Yeah, man. They just. But I'll tell you that's one of the only gripe I had, because everything else was on point. Like to me, it didn't take away enough So I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
In the beginning it was, but then I sat down, I kept watching it, and I was like, okay, no, the movie's pretty good. You know, it's not like the headliners, which were, obviously Bob De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. They did their thing, obviously. And, the movie in general, everything about it was great. Except that. Except the CGI of the movie.
Yeah, it was good. I feel like there wasn't, because most of his movies have iconic imagery. I can't really think of one besides like the shitty CG. Like that would be like iconically shitty, but I can't really think of like landmark scenes, iconic imagery. It was kind of, I don't know, it was flat. It was good. It wasn't bad, but yeah, nothing really stood out that I remember for. And honestly, that Johnny Depp mob movie, Black Mass, I feel like it was a more entertaining movie.
Yeah. Well, something that I did
also
notice.
dealt with Irish people.
Something that I did notice. I haven't seen Black Mask, but this one, it lacked a lot of action.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I'm
No,
not saying
yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it. Because I was reading online that people were complaining about it and this and that, and that it was boring. No, it's a mob movie. A mob movie that you don't, most mob movies don't need that much action.
Yeah.
It's not like the fucking mob was out here in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, shooting up fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't gangs and drug dealers. You know what I mean? So it's when you go into that type of movie, you have to be expecting that, at least a lot of talking. Which
No, yeah, of course, because The Godfather was a pretty talk. That was a talkie. Like,
there's a shit ton of talking in that movie, yeah.
And those were long movies.
Bro, look at this. This is. I wish I can show this. I wish we were recording, so I can show everyone this. But Jeff, look at this. Look at Michael Douglas, man. That looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's literally side by side, pre and post de-aging, of the same shot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But, anywho's, that's neither here nor there. So, and from what I understand, it's gonna get Oscar nods.
Damn, that's pretty quick. I don't know yet. Well, this would be the kind of movie to get an Oscar nod. It would be.
Who hasn't won an Oscar there? Everyone's won an Oscar in that.
I'm pretty sure everyone there has won one.
Yeah.
All the main ones.
Yeah, they all won it. Irishman. Yeah, man, it was good though. I'll give it that. It told a good story. The guys were still sharp as ever.
Yeah, true.
And everything that you would expect from a Scorsese film.
Here's another thing.
What's that?
And it's not just these guys. I didn't picture. They weren't fooling me. I'm like, this motherfucker's not Irish.
Oh,
He doesn't sound Irish. He doesn't look Irish.
Yeah, I forgot. You're very good at hearing the accents. Yeah.
No, he was not.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just like, it's not just his, because like another Scorsese movie, Wolf of Wall Street, this guy didn't look like the real guy he played. He didn't sound like the real guy he played. It was
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, at all.
So that's just the Hollywoodization of movies.
Yeah, I guess you can't be, on point all the time.
No.
I saw a breakdown one day of accents of different actors doing accents, and dude, there are some that just sound like horse shit. Like our beloved Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah.
In Bram Stoker's Dracula. Holy shit! He just sounds like one of those like beach dudes.
Yeah.
From the 80s trying to do an English accent. It's like, why won't you do it right? What? The fuck are you doing, Keanu?
Yeah, bro.
But no. And then they showed other ones, which was oof, that's just hard to watch. For real.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how studios let that slide.
And the thing is that the guy that's talking in the video that I saw, He's a speech coach. He's a speech and accent coach.
I know the video.
So that means that these guys have these coaches on set. How do you still not, take what the guy's telling you and putting it on the screen?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't get it, bro. It's fucking weird. And fucking Christ, bro.
Yeah.
These people they need to get their shit together, Jeff. They
do. They should, but will they?
Nah.
That remains to be seen.
Exactly. And I'm not expecting much from Robert De Niro. He's already old.
Yeah, he's old. He's in his time.
Yeah.
He doesn't care anymore. I'm sure he cares, but
yeah, but pa qué? Why is he gonna fucking kill himself for another Irish role? How many movies are they making that he's gonna star in that deal with Irish people? Irishman 2? His last days.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, but yesterday, Jeff.
What happened?
We got to see motherfucking Joey Coco Diaz.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Bro, that guy, he has as much energy in person as he does on his podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so dope how fucking loud he is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, loud as fuck.
Well, we heard him outside when he was doing the first show.
Yeah. When we were walking in the line, he was out there, and bro, loud as shit. That guy is... And it's kind of crazy that, as a fan, you watch the show and you watch them on, like, your TV or, on your YouTube or your phone, and you listen to them. And then seeing them in person, it's kind of surreal. Like, I got, like, surreal feeling at one point. When I was looking at him, like, damn, that's fucking Joey Diaz. That's, like, one of the dudes who like, really inspired me to fucking do this podcast shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, he's right there. Too bad he didn't do any, like, meet and greets.
Yeah, I don't know how it would have worked, because they kind of, like... Once he left, everybody left.
Yeah. But how do those work? Does he, like, come back outside?
Because I don't know how those comedy stores and places like that work, because I hear it's comedian after comedian after comedian. Well, here, we just pay for one show.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the difference is between that system versus something like the Improv here in Miami.
Yeah.
So I guess there, the comedians would just be hanging around the place. But here, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess because they're not locals.
Or maybe he did, we just didn't stay.
Fuck. That would have been dope, though. To just met him.
I'm gonna actually look that up. Yeah, that was a goal of mine.
Well, I'm sure we'll make it out there one day.
No, yeah.
For sure. You know what?
They're lucky there, because they got all the biggest comedians playing their weekly. Well, we gotta wait once a year for them to come down here.
For real.
And we just get to see them. You guys get to see them, plus every other body walking in there.
Well, shit. 2020 has a pretty good lineup for our improv.
Yeah. Bob Saget's coming.
Yeah, man. There was a couple of names that they were showing. Bro, when they fucking showed Carlos Mencia, everyone just booed.
Yeah,
bro.
and they skipped the video. Like, they skipped this part in the reel.
Yeah, man.
Which was ridiculous.
That shit was crazy. I found that nuts. I don't ever think that guy's gonna live it down, man.
And he was on the Joey Diaz podcast.
Yeah, he was. He really was, and he was, he was pleading his case.
Yeah, it was weird, bro.
And yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, I remember when his shit blew up, bro. I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
When he was getting big, or when
yeah,
he was getting,
no. I remember him. I remember the first show that I saw him, like a stand up.
Yeah.
When he introduced the
yeah,
that shit.
That thing was huge.
That was gargantuan.
Like, everybody would say that.
Yeah, man. And then when he got his show, I truly believe, I was like, okay. Like, his show was just like another
sketch show.
Yeah, another sketch show. E.g. Chappelle Show.
Yeah, Chappelle Show, all that shit.
Yeah, man. But nah. And out here next year, oh shit! Look, in this month we're getting Damon Wayans.
What? Yeah, that's true. Another legend.
Dope. Yeah, for real. Nah, but next year I think it's gonna be even better. Look, for December 31st, that's when Mencia is coming here. Look, Marlon Wayans is gonna be here January 3rd.
I wonder how packed Mencia shows get, man.
They can't get that. People show up. Russell Peters is gonna be here January 9th.
Yeah, Russell Peters is big.
We should check him out.
Yeah, I'm down.
For real.
I'm down to see Russell Peters. I'm kind of down to see Saget.
Hell
I grew up watching him. Not in his comedy, obviously, but that was like my dad at one point.
I think that was like everybody's dad.
I had a dad, but that was like my TV dad.
Of course. That was one of the famous family TV
PGI.
dads. Until you see him talking about ripping assholes in his fucking stand up.
Yeah.
When I saw him curse the first time, it was like as if your own dad cursed.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh my god, Bob Saget is fucking cursing. This is too much for me. And then you realize that his entire show is about that.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Look at me just fucking curse for 2 hours. Yeah. Tom Green is coming.
Tom Green, he's another legend.
He inspired Joe Rogan to make a podcast.
Right, yeah.
He said that shit on The Experience. Rob Schneider's coming. And Sinbad.
I've never really thought of Rob Schneider as a stand-up. I didn't really know he was one.
Yeah, didn't he get big from like Saturday Night Live?
I have no clue. Because I know he was in Judge Dredd before he was in all these comedies. Like the original with Stallone, he was in there.
Mm-hmm. Holy, look, I'm looking here too. Pauly Shore's coming.
Pauly Shore, wow.
Andrew Santino.
I've heard his name.
Holy shit, June 7th.
What's good?
Tom Segura. En español.
Shit, we gotta see that.
Fucking A's.
It's funny because Tom Segura also played yesterday. I forgot. I think it was at the Olympia Theater.
Oh, for real? I heard about that. You had mentioned something like that, right? Oh, shit. What the fuck is that?
And as a stand-up, I prefer Tom a little bit. But I gotta see Joey because I've just been... He's Cuban. I'm not Cuban, but I'm from Miami, so I'm kind of Cuban. So I had to see him, and I've just been a way bigger fan of Joey. Just overall.
No, yeah, I'm half Cuban and half Dominican, and being obviously from Miami and like my Cuban side, I'll tell every Cuban person, or at least every Cuban person, a Cuban American, obviously, I speak English, watch that fucking guy, because he is el tío ese que tiene todo el mundo.
Yeah.
That says dirty jokes y que tuvo una vida de loquería. You know what I'm saying? And it really showed. Like he was getting really big laughs when he bust out that Cuban shit too. Most of his big laughs came from that. Because the guy who came up before him was the Italian guy, and he was decent. He was alright. Cool. But the laughs that Joey was getting was on a different level.
Yeah, of course.
And it was really, really, really fucking cool to actually see it there. And like, it was dope. It was just dope. It was a good experience. And the seats we got were fucking fire.
They were really good, yeah. I'm glad we made that line.
For real. And if we would have gotten there, like, at least, what was it, like 15, 20 minutes earlier, you could have been the line a little bit more.
And I wonder how that reserved seating thing works. Is that, like, something you do online? You book it the day of? Like, you call? Like, I don't remember seeing that online.
Me neither. Like, yeah, I've never seen the reserved seating out there like that. That's pretty cool though, because they got the seats right there, and they got some like bottles and shit like that. There's a guy smoking a vape.
Yeah, I wonder what was in that vape. But
for real,
it was a Joy Diaz show, so probably
2 people in front of us. The couple that was in front of us, when we were walking up to them, like from behind, I noticed a girl giving her boyfriend, and she took edibles. Both of them were eating edibles in line. That must have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking taking some edibles before the show.
The Joy Diaz show of all shows.
Right? Shit. And he was great, man. He told a lot of really fucking... Some of that un-PC humor that we all fucking adore.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was great. I like, honestly, like, seeing him and then seeing Ari before him, it's just so dope to see, because those are guys that, you appreciate in comedy. And, yeah, it really inspires a whole... shit, at least in me, it makes me want to go harder at like getting the name of our podcast out there.
Of course.
But anywho's, man, yeah, bro. And there's people there talking about the podcasts, and they saw this one here and they saw that one there, and it's cool to see a lot of comedy fans come out, because out here you're only used to that that whack ass comedy that you find on social media. That it's usually a dude dressed up like a woman.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Latin moms are like this, or they'll just do something where it's like they have to always dress in drag, and it's like, yo, that's all your comedy. It feels like you're trying too hard.
It's funny because people have been dressing up as women, like Bugs Bunny. They put all these characters in women's clothes as comedy. I've never found it funny.
Really?
I never found that drag shit funny.
Really?
You?
If it's done right, because look at white girls.
White chicks, yeah.
White chicks, yeah, my bad. Look at me. White girls. White chicks. White chicks was done pretty funny.
Well, I thought that was funny because there were cops doing it undercover.
Okay.
While those Cuban moms dressing like this, the joke, like he's supposed to be playing an actual Cuban mom. He's not playing a guy playing a Cuban mom.
Yeah, and
or
then
Mrs. Doubtfire, where he's pretending to be a nanny.
That's true.
Or Big Mama, where he's doing the same shit as white chicks.
Yeah, he's undercover. Or
it's funny. I grew up on Big Mama's house.
Or the or the one. Did you ever watch Tu Wan Fu with John Leguizamo, Patrick Swayze, and I think Wesley Snipes, and they're all drag queens from Miami?
From Miami, wow.
Yeah, that was a funny ass movie, bro.
But was the fact that they were dressed as chicks funny, or was
the
jokes funny?
The jokes themselves were funny. It's just that they just were drag queens.
Yeah. But
the movie itself was just funny. But I've never found that shit where it's like, oh, la quinceañera, or just it's whack. Like if your entire if your entire comedy routine or your base of comedy is just that, it gets boring real fast, man.
Yeah, of course.
In my opinion. That's in my opinion.
No, you're right.
And you do see that a lot, and people just eat it up. I just find that after a while, it's
Instagram humor.
Yeah, it feels like you're just trying too hard. Which is something else that I wanted to talk about today. Like people, you don't ever get annoyed when you meet somebody, and they practically like push it down your throat of who they are. It's like if they're a lawyer, they're the most lawyer you can ever think of lawyering.
Yeah.
Or if and I came across this with people who play basketball my entire life. It's like, oh, I love basketball, bro. And look, I got the shoes, and I got the fucking. They practically got a goddamn NBA uniform to go play basketball. And they wear like all the the wristband, the headband. They wear everything,
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, you don't need all that. You're not even that fucking good, bro. Like, we get it. Like, it's cool. Yeah, you like basketball. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, does your whole life revolve around this shit? Even then, and then don't get me wrong, because there are people who are, people whose lives do revolve around basketball. But they're not the ones going out there and explaining to you why they like it every 10 minutes. Have you come across those people? Because you're into art and video games and music. So I'm sure you've come across a fucking hip-hop fan, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have come across a couple of those people.
That just don't stop telling you that they're
a fan of something. Yeah. And expressing their love for that thing.
Somewhat, yeah.
I find, and it comes off as fake to a point. And then if you start questioning them, they don't know shit about what they love, the thing that they love.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, word, like, which is your favorite, Wu-Tang album, or better yet, what's your favorite Wu-Tang track that ain't fucking
Cream?
Yeah, Cream, or fucking, what is it? Triumph.
Right.
Which one is it? Like, one of my favorites, I can tell you, is Duck Season.
Yeah, Duck Season.
Duck Season hard.
Yeah.
But they don't know shit like that. They just know all the top stuff.
No, of course.
They're what you'd call toe dippers.
Well, you're basically describing posers, right?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah. No. Because the person who tries too hard to to show you that they're a fan,
mm-hmm.
at least know something. Posers are just like, oh, I play basketball. Do you? No, they don't even try to play basketball.
Yeah.
It's just like, no. Like, I remember when I first started getting into, like, sneakers, I was an asshole. Like, I was such an asshole. I was one of those pretentious ass people. You know, the kind of the same that work at comic book stores.
Yeah.
Except it was with sneakers. So when I see somebody, like, with a pair of, like, Team Jordans, I look at them and be like,
Team Jordan.
pathetic. If it's not a retro,
Yeah.
it's not good enough. But, yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm sure it's happened with plenty of other things, but I just find that so annoying, man. And it's just, really, like, how much do you really like this shit? Or do you like it just because everyone else is just, just gobbling it up at the same time?
Well, I don't know. I honestly only could really say comic book employees are really the only people I could really, like, apply this to, in my experience. Because you go there and they just, like, try to just out-knowledge you. Like, you just, like, trying to buy something to be like, oh, you read issue 44? Oh, when this happened? You remember this saga? Like, they'll just try to out-knowledge you. And they're always wearing, like, a comic book shirt.
I'm not going to say the comic book store, but a couple of weeks ago, we went to this said comic book store, and we asked the guy about one of the books. I remember his response, I don't read that.
I don't like X-Men.
I don't like X-Men.
And it's funny because we went to another store, and the guy's like, I don't really like Daredevil.
Yeah, well, oh my God.
At that other place. And then this one time when the new X-Men stories, the previous ones, the Jonathan Hickman, the House of X, Powers of 10, we went there and people were calling it Powers of X because Marvel didn't really announce the meaning. They didn't announce that it was a numeral. And then the freaking guy there was like, remember guys, it's Powers of 10, correcting everybody in the fucking store.
Yeah, like who the fuck cares, bro?
Yeah.
I think the people who are going to be buying the book, I'm sure they have a fucking internet connection, guy. And I'm sure they'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. They'll figure it out.
Well, it's not like he goes to someone's house who has a PS4. It's the cross button, not the X.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you he would be one of those people.
You think he'd be that person?
Yeah, be one of those fucking just, it's not an X, it's a cross because it said it in the manual 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sorry. If you're sitting here in 2019 and calling it a cross, get out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face.
I prefer cross.
Hit the cross button.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Hey, you're hitting the circle button, not the O button.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the O button. Whatever.
But yeah, comic book employees, they're one of the few people who don't want to sell shit. That they'll just shit on everything.
Right? It's true, they do that. They will look at you with like that pretentious ass.
Yeah.
Like, when you come up and you go to pay for your shit, they'll look at you and just give you a fucking face.
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking buying? Like, this one guy, again, I'm not going to say the comic book store, but I go to buy the cardboard and sleeves, and I forgot how exactly I came across. Like, I think I was like, where do you have the sleeves and the cardboard? Mm-hmm. And he's like, are you looking for, what is it? Classic? Or
some crap like that.
Or modern sleeves? And I'm kind of new to the collecting scene, or you know what I mean? And I'm like, I really don't know. And then this guy does one of those things that I fucking hate, which is the, like he gives a fucking like, oh my God, I'm about to tell this guy everyone should fucking know. And it's such a goddamn chore for me to tell him. But no, you're looking for the modern ones with the cardboard. All I felt was like going back there, grabbing the cardboards and slicing his fucking throat with them. It's so annoying. Like, go fuck yourself, bro. Why can't you just be like, oh, well, check it out. If you don't know, let me. It's called customer service, my nigga.
Yeah. It's weird, and he wasn't a young guy either.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't young. He's one of these
Yeah.
old guys. He's like my age, and he has one of those curly Sue fucking mustaches.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not cool.
He reminds me of kind of a nerd hipster Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Slightly skinnier.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And that's pretty much what this guy was.
Yeah. And then we seen him at like the con.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Nice. And then we see him at the place a few
at
weeks
the
later.
store.
And he like, I don't know.
Total douche.
Yeah.
Total
Yeah, it's
douchebag.
weird.
It's like, my guy, I highly doubt that the traffic here is that big where you won't be able to recognize us from last week at the con.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was... That guy's weird. He's a weird guy. And most people that work at comic book stores, besides the hot chicks that they hire, are weird.
Well, socially weird, yes. But when you start asking them about what they like, I've come across a couple ones, which is there's another store here in Miami that we've been to. That the staff there was like mad approachable, and they wanted to talk to you about the comics.
But they still made their little like snide, because that's the one where the guy's like, I don't really read Daredevil. I don't like Frank Miller. I think that was what he said. I don't really like Frank Miller. Yeah.
You don't like Frank Miller. Oh my god. Whatever, man. I'm not one that's with that shit. Give me something, I'll read it.
Because when you sell something, or even when you're trying to make a point, like when you're writing an essay, persuasive essay, or in a debate, you don't bring up points against your own point. Like, why would you bring that to light? Like, they tell you not to do that. And these guys are trying to sell books, and they're just shitting on them in front of the customers. That's the first rule against customers of selling.
Yeah, exactly, man. Look, when I went out to Colorado, in those dispensaries, they teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
They practically they educate you on what you're purchasing. They come in and they ask you, "Hi." They're like I said, they're approachable as fuck. They ask you, "Hey, what type of taste are you looking for? What type of cannabis were you looking for? You know, flavors. What type of high you looking for? Body, mental. And you get into an actual conversation with them."
Mm-hmm.
And they can tell. They even tell you, "Hey, yeah, this one's good if you want to, get a quick toke before running, or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
They're not there telling you, "Nah, this one sucks. I personally don't like that one. That one smells like ass." No. They want you to buy everything in the fucking store, because those people know everything about every product, and apparently they've tried it. But in these stores, in these comic book stores, it's like these motherfuckers just don't care. They stick to what they like, and it bleeds into the business side of the business.
Now, I remember one day I walk in and the guy's like, "Oh, the new 2099 event is being handled by Nick Spencer, which means it's gonna be horrible." He's just saying this to like 5 guys in the fucking store. I'm like, okay, now I know I'm not buying that here,
right? Exactly. Like, instead of putting it out there, holding back your own opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You're trying to sell a book. Marvel's trying to sell a book.
Yeah.
And who gives a fuck about what the fans think? Let the fans make that decision.
And it wasn't even out.
Oh my god. See, that's stupid as shit. That is so dumb. That, in my opinion, okay, I get that you're a fan yourself.
Yeah.
But you can't have that point of view while you're on the clock at a fucking comic book store. That's like when I worked at the theater. Hey, how's this movie? That movie fucking blows. What about this one? And this one, it wasn't. And they're looking at a comedy. It wasn't funny at all.
Yeah.
No. Was it funny? Bro, I fucking blew water out of my fucking nose. Was the action good in this one? Oh, yeah. The stunts, it makes you feel like you're in the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
How about the love story? By the end of it, you're going to think that you deserve to be in that fucking relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit there and put down the movies because, I have my own little opinion about the movie. Fuck that. No way, man. I'm going to sit here and just ruin a potential sale. And it's crazy. We went to what is it? Corga's Comics the other day, and
Yeah.
we met I met the owner. He reminded me of a very mediocre Willy Wonka. Like he was just standing. He just picked this conversation with me, and he just started talking to me, and he started asking me, telling me about some 2099 event in the books. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you. I like reading comics, but I tend to be a little more traditional. I don't know anything about all that other shit. I just stick to like one thing that I know, which is like Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. And apparently I don't even know that goddamn much. I know what I'm learning now when it comes to this stuff. And Mr. Bowtie, because that's what he had. He had a bright red bow tie. He was there, and we were just talking. And at first I ignored him because I ain't that fucking approachable. Like I was telling Jeff, I'm not that approachable. Okay, like I'm not the type of person that wants to openly talk to you all the goddamn time to strangers. And if I know you from high school, or if I worked with you or something, and you step up to me and you're like, "Yo, Chris," I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? What's the deal?" But if I don't know you, don't start conversating with me. I'm not that type. I'm not that type of person. I really am not. Like I'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And whatever. But this guy, it was just weird, man. I don't know. It's just I'm not that type of person. And then as we were leaving the store, I was like, "Hey, that was the owner?" I was like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. That guy's never gonna want me to fucking walk into his store again. And if this podcast gets any bigger, he'll never want me to walk into his store.
It's funny because I was one of the one times I came in, I bought the Doctor Doom, or I was asking for Doctor Doom or something. Yeah, I was asking for that. And the owner's like, "Oh yeah, good choice." And then I was buying the Immortal Hulk Volume 2. The freaking cashier guy who shat on, who said he didn't like X-Men was like, "Oh, good choice." I'm like, damn. For the first time, they're like saying something positive. A comic book employee. Not the first time, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was kind of like crazy, because if I would have known who he was, I would have been like, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah." But I don't know that much about motherfucking comic books, and I truly don't like it when comic books like go into these crossover things where you gotta buy like 5 other fucking books to understand what's going on, and it's not for me. So I'm sorry to the to the owner, of course, because if I couldn't keep up the conversation. But yeah, and apparently those new X books are selling a lot, man. I went to go try and pick up the ones that came out on Wednesday. They're sold out. They're still sold out.
Yeah, man. I'm really liking it, but that's just another one where you do have to read almost every one.
Yeah.
To pretty much understand it. I'm glad he's buying them.
Yeah,
I'm just taking the New Mutants and the regular.
Yeah, if it wasn't like X-Men related, if it had to deal with some other property that Marvel Books owns, I wouldn't be fucking buying it. I really wouldn't. I got called on. Did you get anything on Black Friday? What was it you got?
I got Resident Evil 2. These are all for PC. The Resident Evil 2, the remake, the Devil May Cry 5. I got Sunset Overdrive, the PC version, and Metal Gear Solid 5 Definitive Edition. I might return that probably when I get home. I don't want that shit. Yeah, I bought Sunset Overdrive to play that in above 60 at 60 or more, 60 frames. Metal Gear, I wanted to try it at 120 or however many I could get, but that game is locked to 60 on PC, so I'm like, there's no point. And I do not want to deal with the base management shit at 60 frames again.
Yeah, no, I just got 2 games, which was that Resident Evil 2 remake and Call of Duty because it was cheap, and I want to play something online with people, and me and my boys like playing that shit, so whatever. And Resident Evil, I played a little bit of it, and that game is an anxiety attack. I tell that to everyone. Because in most games, when you shoot one of the bad guys in the head, they go down. These fucking things, you got to unload on them. Like, completely unload on them. And being that it's a survival game, you have, like, limited ammo.
Oh, yeah.
So it's scary as fuck. Like, it's not so much that the zombie is scary, it's that the situation that you're put in is scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, I got a gun. It'll take them down. No, it doesn't.
No, and you have such a small inventory size. So let's say you have a key on you. you can't hold a herb or something. You have to use the herbs that you have, but you're not low on health. And sometimes you need to pick up a key item to get out of the room, and you just have to like let go of something in your inventory. So boom, there's a herb wasted. There's some bullets that I could have used wasted.
Yeah, but so far I think that Resident Evil looks dope. It looks alright. Not too serious. But anyways, yeah, Jeff. I think this month is gonna be great, man. I have a good month this year. I want to really get into this Christmas thing. Armando and them, they're having a Christmas pajama party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have yours ready?
I sleep in the nude, sir. No, okay.
Hey, Jesus' birthday suit.
Yeah. Oh,
Baby G.
I can go as baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Armando and Janine already got their pajamas. I saw them yesterday. I think I'm gonna get a onesie.
Of course.
A giant onesie. Have you noticed how crazy that part of culture that used to be looked at as just like corny and fucking stupid
Yeah.
has become like the norm?
Yeah, because self-deprecating, self-referential, like, what's that type of humor called? Cringe humor?
Yeah.
That is, that's what it is.
Now it's become more instead of like cringe, it's more of a not a niche, but a
Novelty.
novelty. Yeah, it's a novelty thing. That's how I see it now. They've gone from cringe to novelty. So it's it's all right. Ugly sweaters, and then like I was talking to Armando about it. It's the availability of it all now. Because back in the day, for you to have an ugly sweater, you would have had to have had your grandmother make that shit, and it was just an ugly sweater that you wore for Christmas, and there's pictures of you in it. And now it's just, oh, look at his $80 fucking ugly sweater
Yeah, bro.
that has like fucking Bambi and the Lion King, and
It's got bells.
yeah, bells and lights and shit. Like, come on, it practically has a goddamn TV in it.
Teletubby sweater.
Yeah, man. So instead of it now, it's become the norm. It's become cool, which is all right. There's nothing wrong with being dorky. Sometimes people take themselves way too serious, but that's another thing. That's why I like Christmas, because Christmas brings out a side where it's just like people can just chill out because you eat. This is the third month of eating. We are in the last month of the 3 fattest months of the year, which I believe is the one that has the most food.
Christmas?
Yeah.
So, what would those foods be?
Shit. The fuck? That's everything. Because, okay, if you think about it, for Thanksgiving, you really only have, you can only think of like Thanksgiving shit. Fucking turkey, green bean. You only have that. Like you don't really relate Thanksgiving to sweets. And Christmas, shit. Today I got them little Debbie fucking Christmas tree shaped cakes.
Right.
They turn everything into a Christmas tree or Santa Claus, or they paint the Oreo cookies green and red. Or they a snowman this or something here. And then there's literally like Christmas themed food.
True. Yeah, they have those little Christmas chocolate boxes.
Yeah, like the Christmas bark.
Bark.
You've seen that. It's like a big chocolate bark, and it has like peanuts and caramel and shit like that in it.
Dude, I'm trying to remember.
They sell it at Publix. And by the way, it's fucking amazing. That's another reason why I like Christmas so much, because you can have it the entire month, and it's perfectly normal. So some people have it from fucking November 25th forward.
The coquito?
Oh, fuck, that's another thing. Coquito. Eggnog.
Yeah.
See, you're looking at it, right?
Wow, I've never really...
Oh, the next week when we're on Friday, when I get paid, I'm gonna fucking buy a little bag of that shit. You have to try that.
That looks great.
No, yeah, it is. And some of it, like the white ones, like the white chocolate, has little pieces of the candy cane, so it's kind of minty.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, bro. Fucking A's. Christmas is the time of year, baby. And then you get all the Thanksgiving ain't got no music.
It really doesn't. Halloween does.
Halloween has some music. Christmas has entire like albums and then remakes of those same songs over the years. Halloween doesn't have Halloween has like the Monster Mash,
The
and
Monster
Thriller.
Mash, Thriller.
Nothing
I
really.
was thinking about Grinch, but now that's fucking Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas to me is the best one.
Yeah.
Best one to like fuck around with, you know. And then they always release like a bunch of like
And
Christmas.
they got fireworks.
Yeah.
December has fireworks.
That's true too. Some people be throwing out their fireworks. Yeah, because October people like they put shit out for the for Halloween because that's another one that you can put out a lot of cool shit for. And then Thanksgiving it dies down and you have a nice big turkey. It's quiet and then it just gets really loud again with Christmas. And I am one because going back to what I had originally said, I had great Christmases growing up as a kid. So I've always had like a good perception of Christmas because of the parties and the environment. You know, the environment for me was always fun. And to this day, I still feel it. You know, but I don't know. That's just me. Let's get to that fucking movie, Jeff.
All right, man. It was a good show.
Hell yeah! Thanks for listening, peoples. We'll be coming back to you again soon with some more of the Merry Merry Motherfucking Christmas. And that is it. Good night. Merry Christmas. Or early Christmas. And good night. See you later, guys.
Peace.